Hello, my name is Gayatri Lindsay, and I'm coming to you today from central London. And we're going to be doing a meditation, but we're going to talk a little bit first before we go into the meditation so you can get the most from it. If you're re listening to this, you've done it once before and you're wanting just to do the meditative part, please just skip ahead the introductory part. So today we're going to be looking at patterns and habits and the environment and the people we're with. So we've just had the summer here in the UK, and I was having a conversation with my dear friend about in the summer, we both were on the summer conscious festival circuit. We were out and about, we were staying in tents, we were doing lots of lovely things with lots of lovely people. And the days were long, and the food was good, and our energies were very high, and it was a very healing, wonderful, community based time. And summer is now over, so the days are much shorter in the UK. The weather has shifted significantly in the last week to being quite cold. So from those hot summer days to a cold autumn and to those shorter days, and going from being in community with a lot of people to coming back to our homes and maybe not seeing very many people at all unless we make an effort to go out and attend events or be part of community events. And that's a big shift. It's sort of from one extreme to the other. And winter can be sort of the most extreme of that in terms of the shortest, coldest days. And often people don't want to go out, or there's a lot of flus and colds going around. So often the option of just staying in is quite appealing. And it's also a time where we should be doing less and resting more because we are seasonal beings. So just like animals will go with the seasons, so should we. We generally don't live in the West that way, and we don't go with the seasons very often. Some people do, and that's fantastic. But the majority of people, because of the nature of work and just sort of cultural programming we have, that isn't the norm. And so going from this wonderful opportunity to connect and be with others and being in loving healing space, um, often walking barefoot, mobile phones left in tents or camper vans and things like that, and just literally so much more communication, opportunity sort of to dance and to sing and just to have a wonderful time. And you also may be a facilitator, so I get to facilitate at such events and do kirtans and sound baths. So it's like a working holiday, really, and it's a wonderful time. And then the contrast, where things are slowing down, and it feels for some people that community in that space is sort of a bubble, and it doesn't come over with them to the rest of their lives necessarily. So we're going to be looking at how we can take the energies of those good times and those connections and keep it going and realize that it will change. So it won't look the same because it's no longer summer. We're no longer at festivals. But how can we bring those good things that we've enjoyed, take the best thing and bring them into those everyday um, times when we're at home, and how to keep that connection with others, and how to build on friendships, maybe brand new ones, new connections we made, or friendship we've had for a long time, and maybe we only see them at the festivals, for instance. So this is what today is about. And I'm just going to pause for a moment. So you may reflect, and it may not be to do with the summer you've just had and the autumn that we're entering into. And of course, depends when you watch this meditation. Um, but think of a time when you were really enjoying yourself, but it was a different environment and maybe different people. And then you shifted and you were in a different environment. Maybe you came back home, or maybe you went to a place where you had to go and work for a period of time, and how the environment and the people, or lack of people, or too many people, has affected you. We're just going to pause for a moment and notice the challenges of the shifting seasons, shifting environment, shifting people, shifting nature of our work, our rest, whether we're well or unwell, what is going on in the wide world around us. If you watch the news and you are somebody who takes note of what's going on around the globe, or it may just be local news. It could be something that's happened with friends or family, maybe a passing of a loved one. It could be something fun, like a marriage. Just notice. So one of the core things that we can gain through meditation is to how to make choices and recognize what serves us and what does not. So what is it when we had those good times? Can we take, and we might have to modify, but to bring it into the now. So for instance, if you're somebody who blossoms when they're around other people, and then suddenly you're on your own at home alone, how can you then create more connections, whether it's online or whether you physically go out and meet people, or you invite people to where you are? And there's often an effort. And because maybe if you didn't do that previously, you have to make a change. And you may have to make a conscious choice. I'm going to go out once a week and go dancing, and maybe book a course. They may have an 8-week dancing at the local community center, and you're like, I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to move my body, meet new people, enjoy the music, because that will serve me. I may have been doing it every day in the summer, but right now, in terms of my schedule and what I'm doing, it's once a week. Where can I maybe, each day I'll make one phone call to somebody that I met over the summer, or a friend, and just go through your phone. You can start from any letter you choose and just go, okay, I'm going to start with A or Z or whichever way, or go from the middle and go, okay, I'll scroll down all the A's. Maybe I want to talk to Adam, just check in, make a connection. That could be a daily thing. And you just say, okay, I give myself half an hour a day to talk to somebody who I wouldn't do otherwise. So it's about making conscious choices to go, what serves me? When I don't feel so well, how can I bring myself back to when I felt good? Am I eating well? Am I sleeping well? How's the stress level? There is always stresses in life. That's normal. But is it too much? Do I need to ask for support? What's going on? And if you're in a space right now where life is glorious, see how it is that you can keep this glorious way going and nurture yourself to the core. So one of the things I say to some of my friends recently was, wherever you put me, I'm the same. It doesn't matter what country I am, where I am, and what environment I am, whoever I will. I mean, I will adjust to the people and the circumstances to a point, but in terms of my core values, who I am, how I present myself, and my truth, and the truth that I believe in, is consistent. And one of the things I've learned is need to look after myself. So one of the things for me personally is when I was away, I didn't eat as well as when I'm at home, because it's actually very expensive to buy all the very healthy food at a festival, especially when you don't have a car and access to making your own foods. So I didn't eat as well as I had been previously. So now I'm back home, I'm making an effort to get back to eating really healthily. And that serves me, it makes me feel better. I recognize I don't do as much because things have slowed down. The energy has shifted from summer, doing, enjoying and being out. And I'm very much a person who's the sun gives me so much energy. So solar panels, solar powered even. So we are powered by the sun, and there's a lot less of it now in the UK. The days are shorter. So I'd be waking up at 5 in the morning, and now I wake up later because the sun is not up yet. So that's shifted things. So I do less than I was doing, and that's okay. I'm being okay with that and adjusting to the autumn season. And what do I enjoy about autumn and the shift and the change of now it's got cooler, wrapping yourself up the way that, the trees have shifted, and the leaves are starting to fall. And how can I enjoy autumn? The slowing down, but still stay in touch with people, still be in community, do the things that give me good health, mental, spiritual, physical, emotional. That's a lot of talking. I do like to talk. So, with all that being said, feel free to pause. So, if you want to just pause and even make a note of what it is you want to work on right now through this meditation and generally through this period of your life, and look at the people around you, look at your environment, etc., and just say, where can I improve things for me? So we're just going to pause. So, if you watched any of my previous meditations, first thing I invite us all to do is first align our bodies. So bring yourself into alignment, whether you're sitting, standing, lying down, you're driving, whatever you're doing. Do your best to align your body so it's most at ease. Number one, align. Number two is to ground yourself. I do this. Two is as though you have 2 legs, 2 feet going down. Now, if you're sitting, you ground down through your sitting bones and your coccyx. You're lying down, your whole back is grounding down. If you're standing, you go down through your body, through your feet, into the earth below, energetically. So, grounding, relaxing. Number three, roll your shoulders, letting go of any tension. And again, just giving yourself that opportunity just to let yourself be even more relaxed. Number four, breathe whatever breath you need, whether it's a deep one, whether you need to have a sigh. Do your breath that connects you consciously into your body, into alignment, into relaxation. Number five, if you can, place a hand on your heart space, the heart chakra, the center. And either in your mind or out loud, if you choose, repeat. I give and receive with effortless ease. Life is a breathe with effortless ease. Forgiving and receiving are the same. I am open. At any point during the meditation, if your body is uncomfortable, just pause and get to the most comfortable position you can. The more relaxed your body, the more relaxed your mind. The more relaxed your mind, the more relaxed your body. They feed into each other. And take an opportunity to choose one thing that you would like to change. One thing that you want to bring into your life. Something that will help you feel better, be better, enjoy life more, bring more joy to yourself and potentially to your friends and your family as well. But this is about you. It's good to just do one thing well. It could be to get more rest, sleep an extra hour. It could be to ring a friend every few days, just connect with more people. It could be to look at the things that you enjoy about the season. Here it's autumn now. What it is that you enjoy about autumn and do more of those things. Release the summer and go, okay, we're now in autumn. How do I enjoy my autumn the most? What are the nicest things to do? And if you haven't chosen yet, just pause and take your time. And the other part to this is something that's not serving you, something that is making you uncomfortable or distressed or unhappy, and about releasing that. It could be a relationship, it could be a working environment, it could be that the tap is leaking and you need to get it fixed, and it's been going on for ages and haven't got around to fixing the tap, and it's just annoying, and it's just a constant reminder of something that's broken. Whatever it is, it could be practical, emotional, spiritual, doesn't matter. Choose one thing to resolve, one thing to bring in, one thing to resolve. Take a deep breath. I want you now to focus on the thing that you want to resolve. And allow the emotions to arise. If there's an emotion attached to this, it could be anger, annoyance, it could be sadness, whatever the emotion, let it rise in you, let it come into motion. And feel it, embrace it without judgment. You're allowed to feel your feelings with no judgment. Just acknowledge and feel it. It may change. You might start being angry, and it shifts to frustration, and then it may shift to sadness. It could go anywhere, like a cake with layers. Just feel whatever comes up, and just notice. Embrace the feeling. By embracing it, it will shift. Keep reminding yourself of the thing that it is that you want to release. If you lose your focus, just remember and feel your feelings. At any point, you can pause. If I go too fast, you pause the recording and carry on. I'm going to use the example of maybe there's somebody in your life, and that friendship may need to come to an end. It no longer serves you or them, and that you need to say goodbye. Thank you and goodbye. So feel the feelings of upset about this friendship ending. Feel the grief. There may be blame from them or for you. The reason why the friendship is coming. Maybe something was done or said that was unacceptable. Or it could be that you just don't get on anymore, and that you've moved on, you're doing different things, and you prefer to spend time with other people. A multitude of reasons things come to a close. It could be that dripping tap. See the tap in your mind. See what you need to do to resolve this practical issue. Is it call a plumber? Do you have a friend who can fix it? Can you fix it? Do you need to go buy some parts? Do you need to go get a washer so it can be replaced to stop the drip? What is it? What action is required? If it's a friend, can you have a conversation with them? Can you meet them and sit down with them? Can you make a phone call? Do you need to write to them? What is the action required? I want you to use your imagination. If you're not very clear with visuals, feel it. Just think it. See yourself taking action now to resolve it. It's the tap. See yourself going to the shop, buying the washer, coming back, turning off the water, the tap, running the tap dry, taking it off, replacing the washer, fitting the tap back on, turning the water back. There's your tap, and it no longer drips. And feel what it's like to actually fix that thing in your mind. What is the feeling of resolving that issue with this small tap dripping? Same thing, see yourself having this conversation with your friend where the friendship has really come to an end. And you can be very kind and very loving. You don't have to go into blame or justification. You can just say, for you, this is no longer working. You wish them well. Or you might just need a break. Have that conversation in your head. See yourself taking the action to resolve the issue now. Notice how you feel. Is there relief? Could be sadness. You've let someone go. Is there more spaciousness now? Notice how you feel, even though you haven't done it actually yet. You've done it energetically in this meditation. This is step one. Noticing what an issue is. What are the steps to resolve it? Energetically see yourself doing it. And at the end of the meditation, you're going to make a note and actually take the action to resolve the issue that you have chosen today. And you can repeat this as many times as you'd like, as many different things as you choose. Just do one thing at a time. We do one thing and we do it well. We practice it to the point where you don't need to listen to this meditation. It's just a way of doing things. If you find it helpful, use it. The whole point. So, pause if you need more time. Otherwise, if you feel complete, know that this is what you're going to do. If you want to write this down, a little action plan, if it's quite complicated, do that. Otherwise, you know what you need to do. You've planned it. You've energetically done it. And you can also choose a time to do it right now. As in, I'm going to the shop to buy the washer as soon as this is over. Or I'm going tomorrow because the shop's shut right now. So I know it opens at 9, so I'm going to get there at 9. I'm going to get this done. I know I'm going to see my friend tomorrow, sit down and have that challenging conversation, but I'm going to do it because it's the best for everybody. Make a plan and do it. That's the challenging thing. And the next is bringing in something that you love, something that you enjoy, something that serves you. But could be something that you find challenging, like eating better food, making better choices when you go around the supermarket, but you know the result is a healthier you feel healthier, life is better. So you know the result of the action will make you feel good, even if the action could be a little bit tedious if you're not really into cooking. Or you struggle to go around and not just pick up all the processed food and actually just go to the aisle where it's just fresh fruit and vegetables. And the best, if you do eat meat and fish and eggs, you get the best quality that you can afford. You can afford organic, etc., grass fed, etc., then do that if you can afford it. If you're a vegetarian or a vegan, just go around and get your beautiful fruits and vegetables and your herbs and your wild foods. If you can forage, even better. If you can, grow your own, even better. Do what you can. Even just making one change. So I'm going to use the food example, because this is something I've been doing in my life. You go around and it's just like, okay, you'd like to reach for the pizza. Okay, so what's the replacement? Grab some nice potatoes, make a lovely stew, get the onions, get the broccoli, get the cabbage, get all the herbs and the spices, something that will make it really tasty. And yes, there's effort. You don't just put on the oven, put it in, and it's ready in 15 minutes. You have to wash some things, cut some things, and put it in a pan. But it doesn't really take that much more time. And your health benefits. So, that's just an example. You now, the one thing that you're choosing to bring in more in your life that will bring more happiness, more joy, more health, more well being, choose it now. Focus on this. Feel the feelings of not having it fully at the moment. Maybe you're doing it a little bit and you want more of it. How does it currently feel? So back to the food. What's it like not to be nourishing yourself as well as you could do? Maybe you've eaten a little bit too many chocolate bars, too many packets of crisps that you don't need. You're not choosing to buy the apple, you buy the chocolate bar instead. Could be you're not getting out very much. You're sort of stuck at home. You're not seeing anyone. You're starting to get a bit low and depressed. And you're struggling to have happy conversations. And you kind of feel, well, if I do talk to someone, all I'm going to do is probably moan. I don't want to put that on someone, so I won't bother calling. A lot of people become hermits when they're low and depressed. They don't reach out because they don't want to burden others for one reason. They just find it too uncomfortable to communicate, so they stop. So just think of a person, if this is your instance, think of a person who in the past, when you have spoken to them, was very understanding, very caring, very loving person. And it's okay to reach out and that they will understand. They will sympathize and they will do things to help, maybe have a laugh or just go, it's okay. It's okay to feel depressed. It's all right. I love you anyway. It's good to hear from you. Thank you for calling me. Choose now. See it, feel the emotions of what it's like not to fully have this. And now we're going to start feeling into what it is. So you're going around the supermarket, back to food, and you are choosing all the delicious fruits and the vegetables, all the lovely spices and herbs that you love and enjoy. If you're a forager, you go and you get the wonderful foraging, some amazing mushrooms, maybe some berries, whatever's in season, lovely greens. You eat meat and fish and eggs, then suddenly you've got access to this incredible farm, organic farm, and you can go get some chicken eggs. And the eggs come from very happy hens that eat amazing food and they get to be outside. Whatever it is, and you just see your refrigerator and you see your cupboards filled with healthy, vibrant food. And that you have an amazing water filter. And the water that you're drinking, and you're making into other drinks, it's giving you life force. Might be that you decide to join an exercise class or a dance class or join a choir. Just something that will bring you into community and do an activity that brings you joy. Feel it now. Whatever it is you're choosing to bring more in, or to bring it in for the first time. Maybe you've never done this before. It's even better. Be more courageous. Like, I want to, never sung. I want to learn to sing. I want to go have fun. I'm off to join a choir. You do your search, or you may have a friend who's already in one, who's inspired you. See yourself taking action. See yourself buying the right foods and enjoying them, getting them home, enjoying cooking, enjoying eating meat, ringing a friend up going, look, I'm just doing these new recipes. Come and try with me. They may even come around and cook with you and eat together. You go along to the choir and they're wonderful. See, it's a wonderful choir, and you're like, oh, I'm a bit nervous. I've never done this before. And they just embrace you and go, brilliant. We love it when new people join us. Don't worry, we're here to help you. Rejoice with you. Use our voices with you. See and feel yourself being embraced in this new habit, this new way, or this way that you may be lost for a while, or that you want more of. Fill yourself up with that. And if you need more time, pause the recording. And now I want you to make a commitment to actually do this. I want you to make a choice to choose right now when you'll start. It could be immediately after this meditation. You're going to pick up the phone and go to a friend. You go to that choir. What's the number? I want to join. Can I go with you? Or you go out, or you may do an online shop. Or you go to the supermarket, or maybe to a local market, wherever you get your food from. You might even have an allotment or a friend with an allotment. Go pick things that are going to nourish you, going to help you, going to heal you, going to bring happiness and joy. And anytime you're making a choice which you know is not serving you, you can pause, you can stop. You could be halfway through your pizza and go, this is actually not making me feel very good. And just go, I don't need this. I'm actually going to go and cook something properly for myself. You might go, oh, I don't have any money to join the choir. There's free things everywhere. You could join an online, something online activity. There's so many free things. Or just sing in the shower. Just start. No excuses. See yourself doing it. And feel, what's it feeling like? Feel now. You've joined the choir, you're singing, making new friends, you're expressing yourself, you're enjoying yourself. You're actually improved, your cooking's getting better, and you're getting excited about all the yummy food because you're feeling better. And you know it's the food. So you make more of an effort, and that effort comes back to you and you feel better. More things are opening up for you. Feel the emotion. Well done. If you need more time, pause. Otherwise, I want you now, if you choose, to say out loud or in your mind whatever is appropriate. The things that you're releasing, or the thing, that you are releasing and resolving, and the thing that you're calling in that will bring you more happiness, more joy. Use the word, the spelling I choose or I command, I will. Use words of power. So I choose to release food that is unhealthy. I choose to eat healthy, life-giving foods. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. You use your, whatever it is that you're doing. Say, I choose to release, or I choose to resolve, whatever the appropriate words are. And then I choose to bring in, or I choose to join. Speak your statement, and then when you've spoken, just say, thank you, it is done, it is done. You can come back to this and redo this exercise, even with the same thing, to reinforce it. Choose new things. When you get good at it, you might want to do more than one at a time if you want. But I find generally focusing on one thing to release and one thing to bring in is really nice balance. But you do what's right for you. I thank you for joining me today and listening to this and watching this with me. Sending love, light, joy, peace to all. Thank you.